Mike loved acting more than anything in the world. From the moment he first stepped onto a stage, he felt a spark inside him that nothing else could match. On stage, he could be anyone, a brave knight, a clever detective, even an astronaut exploring distant planets. Each role was a new adventure, and Mike loved every second of it. Acting made him feel strong and free, like it was part of who he was. The stage lights felt warm, and the applause made his heart race with excitement. But being a dreamer wasn't easy. Auditions were tough, and sometimes the waiting felt endless. Directors watched with serious faces, and most of the time, the answer was no. The rejection felt heavy, like a door closing in his face.
You're not quite what we're looking for. Maybe next time, okay?
Each no stung, and sometimes Mike wondered if he was good enough. Doubt crept in, making him question his dreams. But he never gave up. He always found the courage to try again, no matter how hard it was.
Every no brings you closer to a yes, his mom would remind him, her voice gentle and encouraging.
He practiced in front of the mirror, studied old movies, and read every script he could find, determined to get better. He imagined his name in the credits, shining bright for everyone to see. The dream kept him going, even on the hardest days. It was a light that never faded. He believed his chance would come. He just needed someone to see the fire inside him, the passion that made him different. He kept practicing, kept dreaming, and kept hoping, no matter how many times he stumbled. He knew perseverance mattered as much as talent, and that every effort brought him closer to his dream. Mike was ready to work hard and wait for his turn, knowing that every small step counted. His journey was just beginning, and he was determined to see where it would lead, fueled by hope and the love of the stage. One afternoon, Mike got a call from his new agent, Katie.
I have something for you, Mike. It's a big movie. A career-changing part.
Mike's heart raced. This was the moment he'd been waiting for. The main character was a girl named Jess, brave, funny, the leader of her friends.
The director wants someone with a lot of heart. They're open to boys auditioning for Jess.
Mike was stunned. Play a girl? He'd never imagined it. He thought about all the no's and how much he wanted to act.
I thought of you because you have so much empathy. I think you can do this.
It was scary, but also a huge opportunity. He took a deep breath.
Okay, Katie, he said, voice shaky but clear. I'll try. I'll audition for Jess.
Becoming Jess was more than learning lines. It was about understanding a new person. Katie brought him books and movies with strong female characters.
Watch how they move. Listen to how they talk. Find the truth in the character.
Mike studied gestures and emotions, learning a new language. A movement coach, Elena, helped him walk and move with Jess's confidence.
Jess is confident. She takes up space.
At first, Mike felt awkward, but with practice, it became natural. The costume designer gave him Jess's clothes and a wig. Seeing himself as Jess was a shock, but also exciting. He started to think, what would Jess feel? He imagined her dreams and fears. He realized boys and girls weren't so different. Everyone feels happy, sad, scared, and brave. Mike wasn't just preparing for a role. He was learning to understand another person. The day of the audition arrived, and I won the part. I remember the rush of excitement and disbelief, my heart pounding as I realized I was about to step into a completely new world. The movie set was a whirlwind. Lights, cameras, and people everywhere, all working together to create something magical. I was part of a team, telling a story together. Every day brought new challenges and new friendships. My closest friend on set was Maya, who played Jess's best friend. We bonded quickly, sharing jokes and stories between takes.
Mike, you're so easy to talk to. It's like we've known each other for years, even though we just met. I feel like we really get each other. There's a real connection here, something special.
Maya accepted me as Jess without question. Her support made it easier to embrace my role fully. Working with her was a revelation. I learned so much about trust and vulnerability. I learned to listen in a new way, really hearing what others were saying. Paying attention to feelings behind words, I started to notice the subtle emotions people often hide. I discovered friendship built on emotional support and understanding. As filming went on, those bonds only grew deeper. I saw how people treated girls differently, in ways I'd never noticed before. and felt the pressure to look or act a certain way, to fit in or be accepted. Living as Jess gave me a new perspective on the challenges girls face. It opened my eyes to struggles I'd never considered. This empathy made my performance stronger. I wasn't just acting, I was feeling. I was living Jess's life, not just pretending.
You're not just playing the part, Mike. You found her soul. It's inspiring to watch you become her.
I felt proud. For the first time, I understood what it meant to truly connect with a character. I was connecting with a character and a part of humanity I'd never known. The experience changed me, teaching me empathy in ways I never expected. The movie was a huge success. The energy in the theater was electric, and I could feel the excitement buzzing all around me. It was more than just a film. It was a moment that brought people together. At a film festival, I walked the red carpet, carrying all the lessons I'd learned as Jess. The cameras flashed, and for the first time, I felt like I truly belonged there, not just as an actor, but as myself. Watching myself on the big screen was surreal. It was like seeing a dream come to life, and I realized how far I'd come since my very first audition. I saw a character who was brave and real. Jess wasn't just a role. I'd poured my heart into every scene, every line.
You did amazing up there, Mike. We're all so proud of you. Jess felt so real because of you. You made us believe in her story.
You should be proud, kid. Not everyone has the courage to do what you did on that stage. Not everyone can do what you did. You inspired a lot of people tonight.
After the screening, a young girl came up to me. She looked nervous, but her eyes were shining with hope.
You were amazing as Jess. I saw myself in your story. She reminded me of me. It was like looking in a mirror and seeing my own journey reflected back.
That was the greatest compliment. Knowing I'd touched someone's heart meant more than any award. I hadn't just played a part, I'd helped someone feel seen. That's the real magic of storytelling. I realized acting isn't about fame. It's about building empathy, about connecting with others in ways words alone can't. I started as a nervous boy who wanted to act. I was scared, unsure if I'd ever fit in. By daring to become someone else, I found new confidence. I learned to trust myself, even when I was afraid. Playing Jess taught me that what matters is kindness, courage, and understanding others. Those are the things that last. I was proud of who I'd become. I'd grown in ways I never expected. My adventure was far from over, but I'd always carry a piece of Jess with me. Her story would always be part of mine. The best way to discover who you are is to have the courage to walk in someone else's shoes. That's how you find your true self. By becoming someone else, I'd become more myself. I'd learned to embrace every part of my journey. My journey of self-discovery had just begun, and I couldn't wait to see where it would take me next.